Itu do very personal ekta really I'll just share because I mean it might help somebody.
Yes.
Actually, to begin with, I'm a very empathetic person na. Wado idone mula feel of work te bisi clash kuri jai ki sometimes when friendships or relationships can work on in our work tu kina expect create tu la expectation na punchle no le do tu wa bisi mon dina thake kan workout na kuri do it takes a toll on you.
Hello viewers, Aji Mono da ina se 𝐂𝐿𝐺𝐵 do news anchor Hornbill TV. और दूसरा तो introduction ना कर ली हो जाओ या सब मनो ताकि जाने ऐसे so welcome to our podcast. Thank you. आहिया निम्न बिसी thanks.
Thank you so much for having me.
So where did you grow up from? Kodara.
Acha, so I was born in 𝐀𝐭𝐮 actually.
Okay.
The 𝐀𝐭𝐮 there, I was born there and I studied till class 6 from nursery to class 6 𝐀𝐭𝐮 na.
Okay.
Edibut school gina tagisha lampang wate to mudari class 6 tak puishe. Itu which day my mom she got posted to Kohima. Dito ene mohan sobi aro move kina from class 7 to 12 to mui Meza Higher Secondary School Kohima wa puishe. Okay. Aro college to mui Mount Carmel College Bangalore wa puishe.
Okay. So to journalism puishe.
Yes. When I studied in Mount Carmel College, it was a 3-subject combination. So I had my subjects were history, journalism, and travel and tourism. So my journalism purely chala tha kise. Lui alag tu nya package nishna de ahya karne alag tu tabi lole lagi she. To in karne plus point ita tha kise.
Ki inspire koise ke journalism?
Journalism do lamba story ase ko kuliga. Bacha dam do I always wanted to be a news anchor.
Okay.
And I can imagine, like I can remember bacha dam do I do interest thagela si or do interest to kinya wishu kido mula baba bishi news sai mo ang TV serial han sai thagili aina disturb kuna news khola wa mo ani do saule lagi jaina to ina time do mano news anchoring gang credo mu do pa bishe mon aram kam ho ai mon buina kam khota kui thage mon aram de in edu kam korle mun jai guna. That's how I want to be a news anchor la do olai deshe. Then later on, only after I started studying journalism, I got to realize it's not just about the glitz and glamour, but the power that we hold. Na, itu which journalism la interest in and aste wa uthala ase. And I would say journalism paradam de one thing that really inspired me to do, like again, go deeper into this field was not just having the power to disseminate the news or just not being the medium, but to have the power to change people's perspective and also the way they think about the life, and also to educate people na idu thagado itu waro mila interest to bishu jaisi journalism do purole.
As a news anchor, you deliver good news, bad news to the public. Like was there a moment news deliver karna pain ahija, like duk paija na in the moment reality ahina hit kuri na ine manur empathy takija empathize kuro pare. Was there a moment like that?
Actually, to begin with, I'm a very empathetic person na. Wado idone mula feel of work te bisi clash kuri jai ki dewa do na ways. Of course you have to be empathetic also, but at the same time you have to be bisi rational hole lagi jai na mohan do. Tuna news kan paradam de bishi bar ne hoise, and it's almost every day news kan do biya ahyagan in accident la news ekla hoili bi bani bhabi aya family members kan do kine bhabi thagyo na mohan ganu do news ekla puri ase a inya manu hoise dole inya hoise kilibi kinya feel kuthago family members kan ineruna do alakla news kan hoili war kan la ki gala news hoili visuals kan do dikhina bichok na kide do mid script suku pani gira han la moments kan bishi ase to damde khali viewers kan na dikhe because PCR manon da he to mohan theory ai thagile tagan switch ku dina visuals so dari dena mohan la script to hatai dina to. And I think moekla nuina du mohan la anchor han kun ase alak channel khan la hoili so monai du go through bina thayu pai.
Okay, occupational hazard ekta nishina hoise. So now behind the scene, like once itia do news channel bishi jado ine dikhi as a news te holi like behind the scene news apni ke amne ala office punche se gole ha kina uthina apne ke punche news like to the anchor from messenger or na anchor ke puncha do can you like lop chto ro koi do paro
Mon news channel san thagli mon itia alak asna mohan do ko kule I think a lot of people they do not know also, but Mondo, we are a satellite TV channel and not just a YouTube channel. So Mondo alakan tanginya news itu last podcast credo alak ho pare mo na do alakase and mo na do first do asuli of course mo script writers kan say editors kan say then there's PCR team there's MCR team to kali news to ay na recording ko na upload ko la no ina mo na the whole we work 8 hours a day do mo 8 hours mo bulletins kan do around 15-16 thage to ekta duta news kala record ko gina dhalala no ina shwan do to ai wo itu bichi de script writer hamba likhi diwo no le video reporters kan ba news to ani bo no le script writers kan online ba script kan do sagina I do thick work mo la viewers kan gane guna I do anta kan choose ko gina idu ani wo itu bichi de hi aro mo news club kuna thage to do so mono is connected thage your news club te mo script to likhi shu do idu editor video editor wa saole pare script to producers kan be saw pare so mono wa idu saw pare tina thage do tadi news likhi dia lo idu bichi de video editor wa idu lai sapte visuals kan do mo thali dibo library de ina video editors kan bon tangan news to pure na idu sapte visuals kan thali dibo idu bichi do the same news club de producers kan ba air kuli tam de idu video do attach kuli paro do attach kriya bichi de PCR de pata to PCR de pata bichi de PCR wa PCR do baki de production control room ase to tangai PCR do ina thake do tangan wa mongi queue han de na monge studio de buina de amde hi to dan queue thake to PCR do tade sound mithan ba sawo then visuals or graphics kan thege onile headlines kan thege na mon ke so which so tade tangan CG han do tan tade rasai na tan wa attach kru ido news lies up there do ido bichi de MCR de ta aro PCR NCR ingest were connected thege ingest is like the library to ingest to mon kiki air grade do sobi tan recording kre to aro MCR do master control do mase last day TV de ki jai do MCR wa control ke to everything is connected kali ekta ni na aro ekta manura mistake kushuli she MCR wa ki ekta culture she sob jai she domino fair hoy everything so everybody is like equally responsible to have a very good broadcast na news to bhawa jawle thik wa jawle one is equally responsible
so face to news te do apni wala se holiwi behind the scene do jai it's a long process na
it's a long process mo on the last day idu kuya pichi de hi mo mi script to so pare do na I mean everybody mo on so bla account na se to tadiwa na na last day mo jawo mo an jawo aro tamba queue handi na mo the news to anchor crew nga asi it's a long process iman anina record kuna dalakla no
hong ditu apni la fresh job thangi se
no actually I alak kam de mo kuida she we first college pre na aina ekta India trail kuna thagi she edu travel la na ki ito tabe ni aina ko kam na he na ito mula friend ba tanga la social media oli side wina ko ina ke she to social media sa ko na jadu mula de client service executive thagi she like any hotels kan gi ko ina ki the first job thagi she huli that was everybody knew like that was not what I wanted la we use them to the news channel do thage na do Nagaland na to Nagaland do ito bichi de mo aro ekta firm de kam krishe as their in-house journalist na ida ando self-help groups kan ki online man site to tangala story han likhi thage she mo as their in-house journalist ito bichi de mo Morong Express did I joined Morong Express as their sub editor for a while na holiwi I was not good at my job I would directly say that because even though mo writing do idwi mula niche no news writing do na like newspaper do mula kiba no ito kane itu bichi de olai deshe in the year 2019 mula friends kan jane people who know me they know like mui kiban news anchor no reporter hole mu de tan jai shilo to my friends say tan wa phatai she mui ge advertisement as a try koi sabi kuna to do them already aro radio la de apply kuna thaki she to keep all any quiz hawo kuna na so that I'll just get to experience le mu ki will we acting the news anchor do ho le we na kuna to 2019 de into advertisement like so I gave my interview for Hornbill TV na in the year 2019 in na. And also one thing is that tahan la news anchor la tahan criteria like do masters thagile low ina thagishe dumudo idudamdo I didn't do my masters actually I went to do my masters but Delhi de college aishina so after graduation really tahan Hindi wa teach kora start kora gare na bujina wapas aidise because Hindi do aste wa kiba do bujeli sab to na bujena to ina na aina Hornbill de join Christian and that's how I began. Rookie Tagala say, Kitty Mano news channel, killing another in the news channel, Nakolayo, we know me only. Last day do pala, seto, idam the Taran Moikwanishna, masters la, he like it to reporter la, they apply Kuli Parotation, we apply natation, to reporter la, apply Krishe. To Taran selection do. I give out results to December na January na do like she. But then the mail said that you have been you have been chosen to be a news anchor and that she to pitch them when hey to an give the galti do Christian like was there a mistake because I actually applied for reporter in that issue to maybe that was just God's plan for me na and maybe this was my calling to somehow it just happened.
So how was your first day in the job? Kina tha is first day in office China like
first in office jala nina mon after that interview na like hange Guwahati de patesh de ekta news channel de training lo le karne hands first hand training lo le karne to dam de he college time de mon kiba han de projects kan de dam do kitaba de angry into
yes
kina create the news channel de paine to it was overwhelming na China practice kritla kuri de training kla le de to sit there kan dalina ipian dalina news kan do there's something I cannot even explain because that's something I always wanted to do so this is how it feels Quinana udu josh to ai deshe to words were explain kule na paela khushi ta de
apni neo kuri thanga to what was your like parents support kina thaise
First the than kadeshi alak purili kinia because scope nai to I shugului newspaper de kam kuri kurina buri ujaule se alak to nai alak to journalism purshugului eku hole noina alak to ina deshi liwe I'm very stubborn and they know that no matter what they say I'll just do whatever I want it's not like me tangi disrespect krena no liu mo itu kuro ina mano asna mo ito tambi give up kudishe henana tika se puri kuna Priya started to which is he supportive as they like they're supportive very supportive right now they're very supportive of whatever I'm doing now.
Upay na sayola abdigen na news te.
Saikla no na jo nijor wila friends kanda wi pide utai dikita yetu to miss pin na kre uji shi ila thagena.
Now you're very professional but in the beginning the kun holiwi time lagi jay na kyo guru le machine de swing kuro parole so like family ama one like suggestion dena nai
a suggestion do bishi dishe muge when I first started interview one creatively for example mo hatiman chulai na kure ma action man kure na itu komti kuri noile do astera puri te puriado ni clear wow nearly bishi fast se ina suggestions kan di the aro ki lagaw le se ki na lagaw le se dak bi suggestion te parents kana mula baba ama especially tajun do comments to muido dia do comments na sai de shde because one busy ho jay na your parents every comment side to manuan wa bishi fast praise nule nya se do manu wa nya praise it change career na they are the ones giving me all the suggestions and criticism bi tajun ba sobse bishi de
to la cream bomb la story kina je
to be bomb gushi de
cream bomb ya je ki oli bomb ya ho is
well, I do interesting stories there. One kid about the news spread de why one ki purule se go through buina do jai do dishi bakto liwi kite wado one studio de buina thage dam de news to ai do ki purule se mommy na janni na to na thage dam de cream bone la story do pure se adona la story de se to first to start go mo pakka idu viral jabji pakka aduna way idu bomb dikina thage do ni mo bomb gushne ge good first tagi blame good is there in the morning day and I'm script saishile right here they BUN he they say the thing is nagam is pre na jalam de cream guna kun jani de na cream ban hi story oknya to BUN thage do nagam is to bone in a pre do yes respond stress to idu press ne guna pressure realize ko she ban gudishe liwe editors on you edit kori ko na because I just didn't think of it like man damor issue as you know the buy and I don't chard we guna khela je I didn't know people would take it that seriously.
Yes.
But manu bishi relate ko paise so 90s kids they who really mon the bon
All I did keep unbrush up good again on the natural accent.
Factory reset to the ship we ang guna style guna bon.
More normal conversation nagamis Korea or apne news anchor han news puriya dame nagamis kwado slightly alak ho jay na accent kan meaning kan. So how do you brush inya nagamis school do nai like coaching inya do nai so kina abhiyan ke brush up kure do nagamis kan do.
Nagamis to mood kina answer ko na jan.
Is there somebody there?
Really I think a lot of it the credit goes to the script writers actually because mo on the news to praise so the script writers kan bo likhiya so ta content writers kan ja to ta la nagamis la sabti ho jay do to aur nagamis bhi sob tribe la alag alag ase we j d chulao pare aw ase a d e chulao ish se to hili te na mo inya se script writers kan mo tinta charta je kun exactly kun the script likise mo ni jane ole pare ja hili nagamis to inya learn krishe inya do kubi nai na mohan bi refer na kre holi one hornbill do we try to use normal ni na mohan casual nagamis to chulaule because nagamis to homoi do pishi di base to viewers kan pishi bak to ki ase do na bujiwo to we try to use simple nagamis as much as possible na ina na nagamis to movie first do iman bo khota ko ina ahi thage wino mukok chungba aise to mukok chungba ko hima jadam de nagamis pi na jani na ahi la ase ina na pichire bahar de jaina pushi to nagamis te man do khota ko na ina to hornbill le pichire mu aro manuhange address kriya tui tumi do takwi na jani
wait
manuhange guess ka manu tui ina ku de do pichire like manuhan ro comment section ni man disrespectful
more you same in that way
tui ko na but I didn't know na I don't na tui se apni ina address kriya do takwi na jani na tekishi to mohan ini hikya ando na manuhan khota ko adam de no elders kan khota ko adam de ini tang idu ai ulap acha ina use create na he is no do mami office ti ina exactly idu ra ki na create na do kunai na kiman pare moan kiman jane idu sopi ni dalale try gre moi homoi do bawa jane to sopte homoi chulao ina green eye is one
ina amni la din normal office te like gora in office punchina like ine kina thang like till the end of the shift I love quit over
till the end of the shift one ita do tinta shift ase so I'm doing morning shift as of now we work 8 hours so money to utiwo my house is far from the work days to tina travel the time jai na 𝐈𝐭'𝐬 then bulletins can start credo ini 7 login kushuglu 7:30 na wado news kan do run gra start hui jai na mo to after every 7:30 8 9 10 inena half an hour break thage na one news kan do thagi jai na to 𝐈𝐭'𝐬 the which they saw and then sometimes anchors kan we write scripts also we do our own editing also sometimes so it's not just ki aram bajai na news puri na olai never know ki anda yende na it will say 𝐈𝐭'𝐬 the which they last tak news to half an hour de janish na zuri mon pala jai de mon actors kan for example monita charta pasta siguri de shift alak hu jai do morning shifted to jun manu siguri tai ja jo mu next jo ina sage to
is specific naina apni tun particular kind of news ko only to genre news ko ina naina kunla shift aise
zero bulletins kami mu 7:30 ko mu 7:30 na noi kide wo do mu deri ayo pare to ini exchange ko every day na mo la on convenience lai sapte mo la anchors kan la bitor de re bona kuri gina he in the which is the kor jawo yeshe mat khawo komo and sometimes of course mu mon bi social life to thagyo lage so when I get time I go hang out with my friends it is but normal day do ni se ko time do bishi bak to core wado office day spend kre whereas jalam do rati na jai to parents kan no de ina time to spend kre
yes any journalist no any anchor that you look up to in asana nai
I would say mubilam de fe D'Souza la mas kushi vai daise and then now Mikey Lai azuglu do I Palki Sharma bulky. I really like bulky. Taila kali news like kanina ta explainer han krena. Kikian this is what you have to know. Kikian explain yung mutala mansai because she's a little sarcastic also. Yeah, like sarcasm. Very sarcastic. I really like that. I really like that about her. It just makes her like a little different from the rest.
Yes. Yes. Tai nijor tala humor, tala knowledge bi olai na kita do news puria like normal news puria oro tai tala ani ja do ne dikhi jai de na. So yep.
So I really I look up to her.
What do you think about Nagaland news channel scenario? Like, do you think like mon punchi in a level? Like
no. Mohandakpi usually we still have a lot of like we have rooms to improve kurle bishi as na iteri Mohandakpi to kari mohan present kriya takpi tiado mohan kimon bawa pare man try kriya so we can't say that that level the punjishe never know but we just started and it's something new and people are still trying to get used to it also na to aste bori jaw holi to puncha nai mohan the way we present music la nuina mohan ethics journalism and chu yahan sobi du aro sao lage aro ki will sobi aro streamline ko lage na ku de yes to spiritually
very true.
Bishi asero na mohan improve ko na reporting will be will be the way we approach ki ang sobi improvement do lage aro do ni video parwo mohan takpi mui takpi do I need to improve.
So do you think ini ekta kurole do to be somebody in your profession professionally trained kure ole like do you think it's necessary kuro lage na like
it's better I mean so manulai passion bi thagiwo pare na to train na thagili bi thai do passion thagi shuglu do ni try kuri na improve pi when you're working improve pi hole pare but again train thagi shuglu do like a lot of people ask is it necessary to have a journalism or a mass communication degree to be a journalist here in Kuwait? For me that if somebody is to ask me that question I would say it's lage never know need us never know but it's good to have that so that you won't get into trouble also ethics kan jani shugule ki apni ki an jani shugido ki kurle se ki na kurle se jani jawo do to it will make your life much easier and your work more professional also na holi passion dagi shugido manuani ni na thagile passion dagi na bi man bhawa kuya manuami bishi ase na manuani ni dikhule pare ti ajagale do na
and you sing apni gana kure like have you ever considered like I do upai na thegile do gushi kuro wena bapna grujan dai pare
my kana kuya start kala high school there ni tai she to do like funny story actually my sister used to sing wala younger sister na I'm the eldest actually to wala younger sister dai kana gure she to school de dai man kana an gure thai do to na thai do my class 9 de thai de mula class teacher wa do I she mola class de kana gure manu kun bi thai dai to your sister also sings na you sing guna bula nam da di sha to mo opai nai idam do mo kana group queer hande kana group ina ani dai sna no group song ando solo inya kana wi gure na pa ina re na jari na dai se tina na do do si kana ita practice ko she I still remember God bless the broken note na ki dai se sela ta ki rai do la ele di bishiri mo na feng ti was ni kana kui na no she assembly stop they almost every assembly they kana kui gure bal grace na bia grace na jani ri kui na ide she but then idu do mula plan do thage na inya pursue ko ina na kidewa ini kana gule munja dan kui thage ne sen
okay ali plan bi ase to mane kuro baro do itu like I saw your this thing kumba dikhe to you were singing very beautifully.
Yeah, thank you so much. Do ni ko ida do ki se tu jina yaha marna yaha je shumai karne do news anchoring
passion ka thai shogole do like hobby ekta thaga do when you interview apni jaina gana kurian artist kan ge kuria do ekta energy ekta do like adrenaline ekta do thaigo na khushi alak kiwi na thaka bi noi holbi like artist kan ge kuri thaka do because you are also interested amni khushi pala feel
how mo interviewing kan la wi mo entertainment kan la de so manula beat one bhal thake do pit alak alak
Yes,
for
yes.
example to mui do bishi bak to manuan gina interview kar do entertainment khana de bishi kure
Okay.
maybe I am like look jolly tas
Yep,
mui to
yep,
like
yep.
of a jolly person to do communication gane do easy ho jai do office to mostly entertainment khana do mui kuri na yes na
Okay.
Tina na alak alak big kan alak alak take so manu na bi for example mula kali kan shoot do medical life do tayo do interest tai ke kuri
Okay.
Dunia muan ina bit interest thaki le muan bi ero interview do balo lai no
Yes.
mu interest na thaki na entertainment na kuna jani na manu interview ko thaki do over fake ko lai jai
Yep, yep.
so so bono ina na alak alak na wi se extra masala na le na
Okay. Now, like my man kushi pada until interview this my master chef Australia kushi pada. So like how was Gary as a person like buhina talo de kotha wado like how was Gary?
just the sweetest person ever. Muna, I was shivering. I was so nervous because that was my first interview with an international. I mean, like, Bahar Manu Ahyala na aro. I was new also back then. We joined guna the Monday
Yes,
is
yes.
our interview kami man na na de she, but he was so kind. Tagi interview ko paro inawi mo chance po inawi para na please. Iman approach ko de she tadi janya manuang ke kuta ko di na ina do you ko de but I didn't know that like I agree ko na ba we na to start ko she and iman mo do the day I'm shivering but he made me feel so comfortable.
Okay.
Even though I got so criticized for that interview,
Okay.
when bad comments can I do interview kind I went unprofessional go but I tried my best also and then really as a person do tai so manu ni dikit so manu la story di dikit thagi shino tai ge so down to earth
Yes.
so manu do jana photo kiji thagi wo tai la do sweatshirt na ki hoodie lagai ya sob jaga di bright thagi do that was another experience and I think most memorable or most difficult interview do thagi she is I didn't master chef to movie side shi na yeah side shi to starstruck na mu ki hoodie ki na hoodie ko
Okay. Now, tai starstruck one is na undisputed. You're one of the most popular news anchor in our state right now. So, like normal days, normal work, kuru le jana bahar de you have to go shopping once in a while. Na chukri mana se gorla necessity ambi lo le jai. So, how are you coping up with that?
Manuan babia nisna iman dunia no ki one ulay na manon ay na photo kiche ina no. Sometimes once or twice ini manon lok pa na hi miss can I please take a picture guru mo hi sorom khai jai mo hi ki ko na jane because I'm not used to it and I didn't sign up for this also to begin with when we first started manuan la channel we saw in every one pabi thai na de ke aro manuan in the love and support that we're getting ida andu mo expect we na and I didn't join for that na mo ko mo la passion thai ra ne ase to mo ina manuan wangi chania do aro manuan aina ina kiba 그래도 used to anai te mui am sorom khai last time ni olai dam de ama an bacha na ina photo ki ama do site te jaina sorom khai guna ta ani 그래도 idun is na sorom khai mui na ta han wa can I take a picture go acha okay guna do mui thank you guna ki ko na jani jai
apni India Corina here though you have interviewed so many like Google bishi manu gudi sha apni interview na like kundu head do you find difficult like interview of course now sab to ita do arambra kya kori thai like in the beginning apart from Gary
wait the most difficult and challenging interview for me was Arjun Tendulkar मैं cricket तो बचा दम दस आज but technical की गंदु में जाने ना ticket ला तो मैं ताकि interview कुले ऐसे गुना कली कुले ऐसे गुमी आज याती inform कृषि management बात okay जाए ना cricket ला कि मन साउले ऐसे मुझे साशे YouTube ते जाए ना ताइला interview पुराना हन साशे Dala interview big tayo thagin because he is like more of a introverted person na to tayo de khota khole do bishi difficult thagi she to moi tayo de conversation strike create ini khota po he was kind I mean like he was not rich it's just that I understand that that's how he is yeah man no de man juli comfortable ngai buna to bishi aro man ha guna juli picnic girl is pau jao ya to but kinya boundary set kurna moi tagi be comfortable feel kuli dio na guna moi ne try they say that was most difficult one aro cricket la we na jani liwi janya lighting grabin we all up to appreciate at daily kibek ta ushu kuli do mo how am I supposed to answer na it's not that just because I'm a news anchor, I know everything in every way. But maybe no what jaga to do like que. So that was the most difficult one so far, na.
Yeah, I saw that interview interview. You were trying really hard. Na tala idu break kuro le do. Lewi tahi naturally ne ho jesi daro tanbi. I think superstar baba han thaki jao ravi offer tange spotlight te bone grinding dewe because like the whole interview like taidu lanai do na tala genre do.
Oi, tala duk to mo ando bujule na po. Kile ni azi because we have never.
Yes, been in their shoe.
Oh yeah, in that. In their shoes also, really difficult to take. But he was kind. He was like, well, he take and he smile. Kan kitiwa kuina. Really duk take do ala na.
For somebody like journalism pursue gromon thaga manuge, what do you want to convey? Like on the job to shikilwa, janilwa, like something you didn't know when you were studying journalism. Holio itia hina on the field. Korea pichide apni realize Korea do anything that you want to convey kumba ita pursue gromon thagile like
the only thing I would want to say manuwa journalism pursue students kan itia nagalen na senior de just because itia news channel kan bisho la ase ki na se to idu kuru guna just for the job journalism do na purwi purule ase gule it's not glitz and glamour. Aro tu puisa earn gule ase the journalism is not the field for you. Tu passion ase gule journalism do stick ko paro because passion rahi mwange lui jaya ase na anuli you kam do kase easy no hai na. To purule ase do ko only study pursue it only if you're passionate about it. It will go simple. Naga manundi ni ase na ki itia do someone do ko rin joy niya and we all know that to article do in reporting kan news anchoring kan in the order so to we need do ko le mun jase kuna do idu niya na kurina passionate tagile kuri and idu do kunbun uli mo ami dikhina is ini interesting ase luna join kuna kam de tade stick kure na paya ami bishi ase na survive kure na paya ami to ila time waste hu jai do tade na
yes
time and energy also to passionate thagile puri.
How are you academically kitab puriya growing up?
I was not that bad of a student. Kali maths or science thi fail hui the shim maths or science so do mui biya rahi se but somehow uni average student ni rahi se mui na na ki interest say for example school han divi maths or science so interest na gulu ta ni na puru ini esapi nai really social science ka nule higher secondary social psychology kan de stu do mondi na pure na tu nai de ki college tu na de se journalism ase gulu do ni marks kan do interest wa pure so do marks so pal de se history divi ni na divi travel and tourism bi ta mula subject na to do the interest nai mon interest bi nai na for the sake of it keep pure la ta se to Nijula interest la pore dekshum mula.
Apni saisho gule do ene with the flow anchor grand is na so like behind the scene saisho gule do news channel kan nathaga gede naga news channel nathaga gede apni jana passion do thangena pure asna you wanted to be an anchor to idu Hornbill TV han only normal YouTube kan news channel kan nathagile you will still be pursuing anchoring no
Wait in ya he holiday shift. I wanted to there was a time when news channel ito an nakulam dem I wanted to start my own YouTube channel interview ko na and that was in the year 2018 17 18 didom nya thaganai ido alak shows kana sai ho yula to itui our newspeak crew in your itui crew kuna pabitese and I had gathered some of my friends and who were like professional camera persons to tange pustaina mo niya ita room ita rent ko in your namunya artist kan gina interview ko kuna so be planning kuna mo ni buhi na wi brainstorm bi kurina to start ko no paging is de hello mu dam de dimapur de mu kam paishu do to YouTube to mo kamauna na na jene do stable income is really na I did chai jo kuna mo olai jare with hangi thoka digis but in ya de che ki really mu do ita do mu anyhow mu I'm doing whatever I love also but at the same time ita channel la bitoti kwese and getting paid for that also
yep.
So that's much better
and your organization I think is one of the most professional news channel right now of course satellite TV honim divi ekta bar do thagi jai high bar holive saisho goli do like news apni ala news side ya to ethics apni ko ni na ethics to like on a high standard maintain kuri thaka to hornbill tv to dikhe de
like we're not perfect, we do make some mistakes sometimes na di and mo ni honestly could do tv koi we're trying our best mami do manuhan ba mo like key expectation na se do tade stick na thagi ule na to perform well and to keep serving the people good news and reliable to be reliable na mami try agree say.
And then on a lighter note mota manu do as a news anchor the only thing we need is a blazer, right? Kala korekta thagi white shirt thagi hoise like 365 days job are maki manu do it's easy no hoy na. So how do you cope up with that fit time shopping gure na how do you adjust like combination kan kena kuri do
we Instagram de second hand store sab ke follow kore thrift store sab ke because blazer is expensive to we do na to mon so be nya je thrift shops kan thaya karne survive crazy mon ya to actually manon the bhabi pare kiman style crazy will be presentation be bishi matter kare do absolutely on shabby hoina thagile people will focus on that only na to mombi aro grooming kan koina do be bishi essential jaina to it was do I survive crazy
to go to the almira do bora yo
sir do se all of to months bina ilo ni bahar kan jam de kapra lagauli na thagi jai do sab to blazer kini na edu office se lagao pauna na na kini su na pa te do
how do you deal with negativity online like in the beginning now to you're immune to ne jani sha ni te sapi na in the beginning like mon na sai jaise guli loved ones kan friends kan close ones kan do sai de do na to itu do ro koi de do na ko laga la ne koi de do to how did you cope up with
we first though of course when we started so big comments be put again we na we lang na mula parents mo condition mula parents kan na to we were the bit ge effect kudesh there manon in na cause huli we what I like is a negative comment I really manuhan mula kam de muge kibek ta mui biak ta crazy do I would take it into account na huli mula shak mula sa uli biak se ki mano in na ko do those are things I cannot change. I mean, like, for example, only to in a physical kande comment can brace you. It doesn't even matter to me. That it doesn't bother me anymore. Na no you do. Keep going to and we change scroll a power. La no. Ikini ase. Really, comments can be bishi bakto mui. I'm lucky enough that iman do be a comments to na compared to any na so I'm very thankful to the people for being so kind also na. To the doctor ni kinya deal green na shilu mula friends kan bo actually it's okay you'll never be everybody's cup of tea na ko that's what I na ni kun manu dosta via kuliwi 100 manu do pa ko pare to I focus on that positivity rather than the negativity na okay so there is no effect to na ina do na ko de kite bo do effect to hoy de aya ina do bhabi jai na kite bo do di man niya border create na do no hai
any misconception apni comments kan sai na ekdam tu no like ta ina to stick kuro matha de gusha mon de gusha ina like ina thagi she like moi tu no ro ina ekta na holi likhi dia ina
people I think that I'm very mugi sa do man unapproachable nishna babi nagi mugi na nagi man full of pride in ta really that's not me we when you drink amu balasina ko really I'm just the chillest.
Yeah, very jolly. Yeah.
We chill is there. The person that you see on screen is different because that's me. Mula professional. Yes, professional. Yes. On the job. On the job, I say that's my profession. So that's Atu Jamir, the news Englishing, not the Atu Jamir behind the screen. Na to munu mula friends kan mi kutege. To I'm serious for news kutege. The mon hashule mon jayo. Because I'm not serious at all. Okay, life tena I live like life one day at a time in your na. कुछ की clumsy है सबसे clumsy वाला careless वाला है तो मनुआन उधर ना दिखे ना तो they think like man कुनामन unapproachable full of pride in that way but then I'm not like that na itu is how do aro channel mula personal to say lui aro as mugina ki matter kudo mugi man kudo matter no kudo uri misconception about news kanduna mugi bishi matter kre for example hormil tv an kile man comments delete kure say do mono life te mohan office te kun time and energy ase comments kan delete kutai mohan ye video han dali ase to idu han nishna aro network bia lamde camera quality idu han na manuan na bujina ni do kile culprit la face to na dikhai are police kan boy idu han disclose na kuri ni do pokso act la under the issue do idu han na paro do to idu han manuan na jani na idu han man comment kuri na idu dam de muge klan muge nuina
Chido kurayo.
channel ge now accuse kan misa muje accuse kram de it makes me more mad
Inia apni ko nishna ido blur kan kuri dia handu like tuan do dikhiola tuan ge ahya news kan idon ahya dan video clip kan ahya dan zamnya ne dikhiola na
dikhe
apne ne blur kuri de na ai tu du paw do ido
yes man used to all the time lage graphic images ka giyan video anduna aur mo andu kuno wada ni na sa mo anjani jani na ai du mu na paro pinu na he oi sob to andler te visuals kan do pishipak ki accident kan na hoi murder hana ki kyan na duna
incident nole accident ekta hoise so like phone grina itu process kina so like how do reporters reach there like le punchina thagi jay na
manuan dare thage manuani mo angena bishibak to social media mo la dm gandi kuina diala bishize o accident na shide guna instagram gandi mo angi dm kure nya se do reporters kan gi patawo dole reporters kan mi thani da connection do bishi so reporters kan especially to than manuan wa than ge inform kure de nya se de do nya nya na punchi jai than do na
acha to mane kumba do phone grina
oi ni inform kure de mo hangena nore ajikale to whatsapp te first jai do whatsapp de dikhe forward messages kan groups kan sob te itia ushu do itia viral ho jai na hayu na
to adona ando office te buhina polai na ne bahare thagi ne
tambi login to kuine pishibak to bahare thage adona khre kan do na okay there mostly out reporting hardly office se thage ta ni and tani ko mon so be come do took progress all the reporters now they put a lot of more like work to tayani is because mo amni kite do reporting kan jai do buje na aya kina reporting gyo kina kite do mui ma gorom din de reporters kan busy su do mugi ni jawli de to na reporting kan do akira do na kina kurina ina bithai na
apni nya ita ina kurina ya do like an interview memorable balwara the other Gary and then Arjun lado apart from that like in a kushipa like something you remember that interview like in asan like
every interview actually and I'm not being diplomatic or something that every interview is memorable because moi manuangi interview coded from different walks of life in yan kuina ise to I get to learn something new from everybody in a life la lesson kan liwi beauty pageants kan na di kushu liwi dui I'm learning something new na tanga na diwa singers kan na liwi tan ki garne kinya du kan na likse ki garne likse ki wa inspire kushe to moi I learn a lot from each and every one nan so be memorable as same way I give my best in all of that now I try my best to make the guests feel comfortable and ask them the right questions so that they can express themselves so I put a lot of hard work and energy equally in all of the interviews to make it so be memorable as
diplomatic queen ichina holiwi I think you're saying it from your heart na because moi holiwi I would say the same thing interview grina though it's more like mohan ke teach kuen nisina ho jai do na kotha koi koina jana moi de ne buhi nai ne classroom de buhi nisina ho jai do so I think yeah it's diplomatic if you want to take it that way only I think it's very true so when you say I want to see it grow as a human being no one jane like characters to the career na but as a news channel like how do you want to see it grow like
of course having more viewers being more reliable alak manuan ida do alak kan dagi dwi first hornbill refer ko lage ina call lage manuan that reliable na manuan that truthful that everything a news channel should be going to see it go like that na content pal ekla diala nuina valuable contents can create kurigina moambi konishna ite do 5 years nishna do ho ase but then learning process ti aso manuan news channel one or na go do years stay hoy do na so I'm still waiting for that
so like kiman jon nishina say like behind the scene apart from anchors and reporters to months of then as kuna say on the fingertip holiday
employees I think there'll be about 30 or 40
Ano bishiya ito.
Manon the way passion to university.
No ito ina about
Script, for example, script writers, we charta pasta tayo, video editors, tinta charta, graphic designers, producers, reporters, ingest manuan, PCR han, ina manu bishis de the eklano ina. Aro manuan bishu babe for example news like ta cover ko really asi video mo ko. Ito cover ko din na wina to mui one rights kan sab tayo nish na mabe but hierarchy is to. One CEO save jide editor associate editor idu na ala kasi to idu decision lo manuan mi asdo to muhan ikla ekta manu wai du sab crazy na no ina alak so manu labi role alak kasi.
Only inject hierarchy taga nimde filter do hoina content do like alak premium level de wala na. I think because hierarchy itu taga because news channel alak kan bi ase kumba ase bishi bal kane ase apne la level de apne niche an be ole the reason I think apne content do quality bal ma do itu filter bana ya nimde
mohan bishi bak to mohan reporters kan run news ani share ko diwi tahan da mistake kuna ta share no like kiba na ko dila answer do mola higher ups kan ba sawodo na o do tahan do and then they're more experienced in this field to tahan ba idu filter ko do idu part to cut diwi idu do wrong say idu do unethical say nan tahan ina ko do to hierarchy thage do of course it's much better na
to apne ene kotha ko thangina air mistake kan do kuriola ite kuriola
hotai
hoye
hotai nish na kure it's just that manon YouTube te bishi sai do na do YouTube te do muhan ki air rushe do recording go na thanga do dale so ole TV sa manon do ni jani ole paro TV do muhan we are live every 30 minutes to now we kwanish na from 7:30 a.m. till 9 do muhan live cha so do mistakes to be shikre really mistakes great ka na ini kiki technical issues kami tagina kite wado free suina mon ina bulila tayan ya mite we jaina do earth human do ki we do
to amnyang news puri tha hamde like teleprompter do to idu like how big is the teleprompter
so teleprompter do alak mola do to downward sa teleprompter na mon downward when ko camera kiba olop kina size to ko
okay
Ali alap to tong resi mo la teleprompter.
To itu sign hai.
Yes. Mostly mo do hoy news kan dia do script to already thake. Do teleprompter boy pre do na mo to mistake kuli na kudu mo do ki likhe to pre to kun likhe to idu hani bishi careful hoy gina ta yo likhi de. Hoy there are times also mo script na thake na we kwe. For example election gan ase no do protest na na do on life ko ta koi thayu lage to do impromptu jaina
Okay
those are the most difficult ones
to ajikali nervous hoina no like
ajikali do eman do no hoy news kan do ki yan do na used to jaise somewhat my first starting my edu training jadam there were kushulo like tu manuan tu ki size na na bawi just think it's just you and the camera na camera de tu mirror de khota wanish na like ina kuri do tips there were it helped me a lot okay first time in yauna don't great heavy mistake kan kushukuli kunwe ina una ni nervous to na khaije it's just me and the camera in a lobby
gorje na mirror de kotha wina na ko
I used to do that earlier like muy pulam de news anchor wole monja dam de newspaper loina year de pur thai mai that was when I was much younger na unya pur de
to ne lara khushi pa na do
class 7-8 na da thai go mula friends kan mula classmates kan give you sai de mo BBC news te ola de reporter na BBC zo puncha na yo de any all up to punchi jo handle TV tak to that's why they also know how passionate I was na so when I first started this job like my friends were so supportive and happy tani over kushi pa na mo finally you achieved your dream nila tani they were so supportive and they still are na
so jo amina schedule sai sabte ole social life to zero no do
hoy social life to bishi komti se one we adjust kuli try create na iman inya kam create na we friends kan get bichi lokpo ina si di Christmas pi naman na ina mo an sal loise because one Christmas tak to office chai do na Christmas New Year we to Christmas day church na jai na ito do 4-5 years so is everyone ta kasi one
totally go to the problem na
kutya do to ami used to jaise missing out on a lot of festivities also. Any friends kana weddings kana save the way engagements kana save the way to jolly na party na.
Yep.
To all of to miss out twice yeah.
Holy, I think manubishido ito sacrifice ko rin if you want to pursue your dream no career full heart dina kuri siya kuledo ito ando ine so manwi
one office day do moando ito do like we don't have like small family ni naman we're not married in a studio pachan thaya manuan bi so marrieds can be say newly married can be say na mi ito why so manwi come they is up to do mostly the one office they come gre manuani family with because most of the time do office they spend grade on that
okay yes
say someone we sacrifice to grace.
One thing I really like about your circle of friends in the office, I can't say your organization fully to dangurang gitu dikanai. So like the camaraderie, apnyan ekdom junjun ke balse mili thaga dikhina muido mon khushi hoide like I used to watch like
Hoy, mon actually mon someone we at the same age group they
yes.
Jang bishi click ko pare to we always kita baji guna ina office na fun guna bui thaye mo na actually ge bishi bak to adona la thing tanina taigi banai na.
So how is Adona behind the scene? Kina wait.
Adona is another manuhan mi babi tayo. Taigi niya say next day. It's funny. Or very competitive. Kam khande usually hindi na say niya. Funny nicest person. A person with a very good heart na. Or tayo tala kam de tayo mon dia do ala kasi. Tayo man iman tak to mon di ulan na paro mo. Man dedicated to na.
Okay.
Ala he's a very dedicated person, very talented also actually.
So yeah, apni kite one news deliver kuri ja pichire kor jaina. In example, crime ekta only in ekta deliver kori na. Do you go back home and then think ito so efficient na na no like ki ko na apni personally involved ho jani na ina ho jani my heart mind soul ho na.
Bishibar one reporting man ganam de for example akera do na DCS gule mon on ground na jari mon phone call han boy na news kanina kiba kolam gishe to I did a lot of that ni assault cases kana do ki gano li phone on gre to mu ni joy bishi involved I should not, that's actually not right for me to do that suggestions kami dina to ina kurina to in a case kan file ko ina ina takan ini approach ko de muhi da of involved ina bishi bak to aro dur jaga an rasi ulido itu cool lagi itu naku itu coolin lagi na win na jani na thagena who to approach who not to is to nya suggestions kan ko ina mu ni join involved wala wi bishi ze I can do mu disclose ko ina po yobun do wala se wi tibatin bardo ina movie involved wala wi bishi
As a human being
yes,
manangi moram lagi jana
moram lagya especially tan ki ko na jani na kinya ko na tan babi mo reporting gush tala duk to solve fi jaw way see that's not the way to mondo ki we should do report kriya say and then the others with the action ngando alakan boy lo le say to do moani mogan ki approach crowd de ko na wodo na to inya kuri wina ko anana inya na cases kan lop to see.
Was there like a moment where you felt like Irel Nagalin len hoing na bahar jaina kurul lagala because cop to back in the day itya holiwi I think you'll get paid better if you want to bahar de alak mainstream dangor hande jai chule do
at first someone maybe college paradam do tade kam ko ne yina babishe horiwi tade competition do alak asdo mon idea start kore do ta han already do punchi na ise speaking wise do ki aro smartness bi alak ase boldness bi alak ase do bahar de man do to nya na ise and actually I was asked mula honbilla interviewed I was asked the exact question I just want to say that the panel rana he was already studied outside to why do you want to work here in 𝐿 and then my answer is still the same na like so money bahar de jaina puri na bahar de kam kre so they are already developed to ko na wapas nagaland the kam ko nagaland ni do inya ita yun na gina stagnant na improve na ko na to somebody has to do it. I'm not saying like I took the burden on my shoulders or something like that but I thought of that na ini they'll starting ule to kunwa wa start ko le jaw tini join ko na gi ko na na bahare jaishu ko I think udu time do ita do up to experience ase to power pare if I try hard really to dam do chance bi thaya na do because I was like starting from ground zero na
interview going na hedo what kind of interview apni ko music artist ase holi bi kila interview apni comfortable lage
udu any see when it's entertainment in ya se do moi kali do monuge up stock ko dala information ga no ina na ni do like sanate questions kan set ko ina ho jai di सबसे comfortable तो हने से ना person in या personalities kan credit no do politics kan na se no le politics se thaya mano na se do aro do we aro study ko like jai it interesting as because you get to learn on it. The most challenging ones that I had the interviews was I used to have a talk show called Unfiltered. Now to the dam dem way media laws no any building by laws kan na I do hanki and I do han be issue do. To it do way it do interviews kan go do totally study aro questions to set ko. I have to understand also what it is to ask people questions about that na. To do ina the issue do difficult and of course I'll get to learn more and it would have more weightage if I do politics kan line ya so do we do movie I have to work on it more na alak manuhi bishi capable as nagi mula other anchors kan hi duan ko do idula sapti mo ang gibi niya sign ko na
so manuhi life te hardship go through kore kuma fight kuro pare kuma do time loi jai so apne life te inia like incident no holi in a face ekta thaise naki like apni ekdum duk pai na go through kuro pare overcome kuro pare
it personal ekta seriously I'll just share because I mean it might help somebody.
Yes.
So movie manu say I went through a lot of hardships when I was 2018-19 that time there. To manuhan ba do ko misa mishide thagise na ko pare but sometimes when friendships or relationships can work on in our work to you expect create you like expectation na punchle no le do to wa bishi mon dina thage kan workout na kore do it takes a toll on you so did to me as well na to the dam day I was depressed to the dam day and manuhan ko do nijor ina depressed ase ko na kiba na ko I know how it was na I would hardly get out of bed mui bisade we thagina kandi na whole time ya thagina I lost a lot of weight also I went from 50 kgs to 32 to them day 32 because I was not even eating at all due to them day I got to learn a lot do face coach program there friends can be kunge trust kunge rakide laye so that I learned that my parents are also mola parents ambi man care great na because my parents were also very supportive kiki coach like she tambi kile ina kurese na nuina tagani ina na kuribi kunwa you're better than this kunana man like our friends kando kita call go ni they were always there even though I don't like ice cream they would still come with ice cream for example kole like 𝐼𝐭 nana inya ta friends come she supportive thagishina to the time there hi moi udu face go through kriya pichu de hi and I mean udu la time de hi I lost a lot of mula confidence thage everything and I muje pichu na self esteem be low hoje she and I started doubting myself am I not good enough in do itu han she doubt krina shina moi na me do dam de that was the lowest point itu dam de bishi hoy kinyawi stop to explain gure na paro ho we only people who know me know that was one of the roughest time na to do bichu de hi mui and then luckily on itu am de hornbill do hela se to hornbill join grab bichu de bichu join grab am de mui I focused all of that energy mui na itu kam de so I think it also has changed me you know hornbill join grab bichu de he or do our confidence to back by shit do that okay maybe na man nijoge man doubt ko thage tini maybe I can do something la ina guna itu thage shemula face to itu dam do kinyabi I don't know we I can't say we head on face cliche mula udu kiba hando na actually because people go through things differently and people can't heal gule time lobby alak alak shige. So it took me 5 or 6 years. Udi yona aste wa ina na tagi shi udu ni kiba ekta hogi na achanak wa mu heal ushe na we know debi come this drawing grina savior nishna dagi che mu karne bhal li biore mon come drawing grina. I got so busy that ini tadi mula energy sop to focus cruise ko na ini na ayana tayo.
Wow. So that means like Hornbill TV is not just apnila kali office come korel organization in like deeper bonding ho jese na Hornbill TV is more than your company.
Me it's like that na idoni mo utudam do muy kwan ishta eman sal to my friends also tried their best, parents also tried their best to make me feel better. Kuli tahangi man try kuri hoy of course tahami aste wado kiba crochet but to muy gane the light at the end of the tunnel do Hornbill TV.
Okay.
So so busy na.
Okay, so now it makes sense why you are so much into this your organization. Like now, how do you deal with popularity?
To begin with, now we udumula friends can give me quit a year so money. Bishi celebrity you should do in I get so annoyed, okay? Because I keep telling people I'm no celebrity, I'm just a normal girl doing my job. It's just that apnihan mula job to screen de dikhule pare. Idugane ine ase no do. It's just normal na to manuhan muge I'm a fan gule of course, when people appreciate you, when people call you pretty, self-esteem, it healed me also. Mula confidence be back by I do them there. Not that ego feed cushion but then it healed me a lot when people started appreciating me for the way I look also to start with now because my confidence and I never felt pretty also after whatever I went through na ego confidence I to niya say to anya manuhan appreciate who wouldn't like to be appreciated na so man kushi pa ase mo na kina handle create na do ko I never signed up for this na aro mo New York giwi kitawi mo celebrities na napay because I just live the normal life live great normally tage sina sindi again do mo khole munjai when people appreciate you for that na like when people appreciate me for the work that I do it matters more to me pujes lang way manu dostin distin mo you're pretty na kole pare thank you so much na like that's you being kind you do it to come where to kushi pai de to do interview lo do phal de stay ko na manuan inya ko na idu dam do mo cloud 9 de thai idu dan de mo like it matters more to me na to inya ayo apni ang condition to do so monwi ki ese dikiese to nijor life to kina pula live today she feel do live kurena pare of course because and moando influencers kan say alak kan asilu tangla nijola life that show rest to hole mudu ja bhalek ta question hole bi ekta question blu Hornbill TV do he management muda atu jamir Hornbill TV la do kibek ta biaw shodo mu kibek ta biaw ko shodo I'm going to drag the organization down as the na or bhal ko shodo organization do de jawle se to look the pressure feel kre udu slowly but again people also should understand that we also have a life besides my health na oh I saw the person that you see on camera that's me working with you I also have a life
very true
na tunya se to kungo nuliwi moan aduna nuliwi akwega nuli moan nuliwi mami do chutu freedom do to live for ourselves to deserve create even though we do appreciate all the love and the everything that we have been getting as of now we manuan bi to do at least space dilaba I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah, you're making sense so because see moi apni la Instagram saisule social life saisule social media de saisule do I think you're not very active na like active no do like apni sadu issue le to timbo reels kan banai na like over ina thaigo ni na so li nai do
already I feel like people see a lot of me na I mean manuan do pabe dumula life was it kiba do idiwi manuan di kiman dikhawo iman I'll give them a reason to even judge me also. So then way I can't just go posting everything. They are still and then I mula social media do manuang babe with that do that's somewhere where I can be myself also. Now that viewers will also get to know the atu behind the cam. I mean, besides the person like anchoring for Hornbill TV. To do any bishi casual rakhe mo mula. Kita post crew nothing news really. The first iku manuk mula profile say na I do news anchor sin na bigo. And I want to keep it that way only na because news kan sa uli the Hornbill TV sa ine ko.
Coming to the end, like Abnul fans can Abni Kushi Paina, of course, Abnil organization as well. Olivia Abni personally, like Abni Man Kumado Tagido Mui Saina Jadona. Those people are the same people like Sop TV Abni Man Kyog admire good Hageto. Any message for them?
Thank you so much, Amian Sopke, for all the love and support. Amian do ini najane baden muy kwanish na. Ito Amian boy niya kwa karne life de mo difficult times take them do it were uplift ko na. Amian la do praises kan mo angi niya. Simple way he ko le pare do I really admire you. Okay, I'm a huge fan in niya kawi. Man support mo angi man motivate ko. Thank you so much. Ito muy difficult times difficult days take them de. Amian la do bal messages kan do purina. It brings a smile on my face also ha. Or to be honest, mula Instagram kan nuli kaya lalak manuan. Bishi positive ase. People not just positive. Negativity olo pinay. Mula fans na ko, liwi mga na viewers kan mga ganya sa akin na to. Thank you so much. Aro abniyan aro hotay kikyo liwi inay support di tayo ko na hope kriyase. Tutuyase. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I think like you are being popular and right with the popular not because to try to to know to job to here in la popularity ho jese. So I think yeah to la like social life and then bahar you are not different from the thing, and I'm very happy like after talking to you like I'm able to see that why you chose this profession and then the kind of sacrifice of Niman like personal sacrifice profession de diado saishu le ne just tai saule bal karne ne anchor kurias ni inawi lagi jai na kityo because she fits the picture olivi tia apni conversation gorina do like childhood dream and then sop charina to like itu pursue kuri thaga do. I think you're very lucky to find the right organization at the right time, as well as the organization also is very lucky because dedication of matrimony so you and your organization. So yeah, so it's very beautiful to see like chemistry mon because mon job I'm molup lama go only mon do job to just for the sake of job korea bisha je kun holiwe jao kam ko to mo dangka pawo ene sign goro hi jao, but your apni la feel no apni tia I think it's like more than tangka paikla no ina. You want it to grow, you want it to become bigger. So I think it's very beautiful. Apni like example ito alakan itia chokra chukri han pursue growth thagawi. I think they'll be very much inspired by you. And yeah, thank you so much for coming. Man apni man busy thagi sholiwi ahina mo channel lai dia kane. Thank you so much Atu.
Thank you so much for having me. We first time in your career, hotay question you did again. So it was a new experience for me. So thank you so much for having me. Happy.